Usually, before I go shaking my tits for the press, I like to go see how the professionals do it. Some might say the chief of police has no business in an institution like this, but in fact it's the quietest and safest place in town. You won't run into any reporters, nobody gets into any fights, nobody drinks too much, nobody even raises their voice. The place is owned by an elderly gentleman who knows how to keep things under control. That's why I never invite my friends here. I wanted to make an exception for my 60th birthday, but most of my colleagues are young enough to be my sons, and they'd rather just hire prostitutes. Why stare at some boobs when you can take the whole package for yourself? But there's none of that in our club. Even looking too long is considered indecent. You can get an occasional glimpse, like by accident. The rest of the time you just pretend that you're immersed in conversation, or just come by for a drink. Doesn't mean these gentlemen wouldn't want their bald heads smothered in tits. It's just that nobody says it out loud. My younger colleagues might call it hypocrisy, but I call it the good old-fashioned manners. Good manners and leave the rest unsaid. She agrees to unbutton her blouse, and we agree not to pay too much attention. The girls are on a quiet prowl, too. They're looking for a way out of their cramped rooms. Maybe make friends with some wealthy patron with a pacemaker and dentures. Everybody wants something. But we have to control ourselves, or we'll all turn into libertines and prostitutes. Hell, if there weren't any rules, I'd be belching and farting, jumping up on the table, arms held high, yelling, "Shake it, baby!" No idea how I got so barbaric.
So yeah, this is the police. A game that I found to be quite interesting from the little bits I saw, so I thought I'd check it out. So we're just gonna get started with the story. Obviously can't do continue, or can we? No?
Warm rain beats down in some pavement.
Okay, and we're back. I had to fix something. So yeah, we're gonna start a new game and see how this goes. It looks interesting. Mayor Rogers, Sex Maniac, City Hall. Oh, you can't actually read them. That sucks. Oh well. Boy, we need a new car. Jeez.
When I was a kid, my father sometimes told me at bedtime that if I closed my eyes and didn't open them for a long time, all the demons would blow away. Yesterday I turned 60, but I still take his advice. Not because I'm sentimental or want to keep the memory of my father alive. I just can't think of a better solution. To get away from all the demons that haunt Freeburg, I'd need to wear a blindfold 24/7. Plus, it's a good idea to act blind when talking to reporters. At least that's what my colleagues say. They're afraid of press conferences. But for me, it's more like a confessional. No matter what lies you tell, you're privately thinking the honest answers. It helps me remember who I am. The fact that I'll be reading all about it in the papers tomorrow is a small price to pay. Call it penance for the preacher.
So
this is the first time I'm afraid of those answers my mind has given me. Not because I'm mad I'm losing my job. Though it's true, I'm mad as hell. Not because I subconsciously blame everyone else. though I damn sure do blame them. And don't even ask me what my next move is. I can't imagine. But even that doesn't scare me. The worst thing is, I know I'm gonna have to do something. And I'll be damned if I know how far I'll go. I may have a lot of vices, but predictability isn't one of them. I learned a long time ago how to drive away the swarming demons. But what do you do when they're trying to rip your soul from your skin? Shutting my eyes tight as I can. The best solution remains the same: play blind. I just hope the reporters think I was blinded by the camera flash.
So it seems like we're in some kind of press conference. Good morning. Yesterday, the mayor's office officially announced your resignation. Did this come as a surprise, or did you know about it in advance? Yeah. He's a dishonorable, corrupt politician. He's been waiting for an opportunity to get rid of me. You already know the name of your successor. I've done my job and I'm just about finished with it. Soon my only interest will be cigars and jazz. I frankly don't care who takes my place. After the recent corruption scandal, your deputy, Francis Kendrick, said he was looking forward to resigning. If the mayor offered him your position, would that change his mind? It's hard to say, but I can't think of a more deserving candidate than Captain Kendrick. Although Kendrick was acquitted, many still believe the police are cooperating with the mafia. Do you have anything to say about this? Excuse me, but that's a pile of horse crap. The mafia and the police were working together. Maybe they're in cahoots with the aliens. The mafia are a bunch of low-life criminals. How about someone ask a real question? I love that. Cahoots with the aliens. Oh, God. Do you think your personal relationship with the mayor could be the reason behind your retirement? It's often difficult to say what guides policy decisions. Yeah. Thank you.
How's the back today, Mr. Boyd?
Same as usual.
How did the press conference go?
You can read about it in the newspapers tomorrow. Don't let anyone in.
Even Mr. Kendrick?
Especially Mr. Kendrick.
A little bad blood there, I'm guessing, even though we praised him. It's like, eh.
As soon as I heard the door creak, I knew what face I'd see. When I tell Emma not to let anyone in, there's only one man it could be. Rude, arrogant, no warning. That's Mayor Rogers in a nutshell.
So,
white summer shoes, white socks, white shorts, white polo shirt, and the white smile of a hungry shark. Mayor Rogers enters every room like he owns the place. Even the floorboards under his feet sound like they're creaking an apology. He never shied away from the odd corruption scheme. It's like the devil walks behind him. In the movies, the villains controlling the city play golf with the judges. Rogers plays tennis with them instead. That's about the only difference.
Jack, I was hoping to catch you after the press conference. You ran away so quick.
There's no smoking at City Hall. No reason for me to hang around.
Well, this morning I signed a ban on smoking in all public buildings. Soon you won't be able to smoke here either.
Soon enough I won't be here at all.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about. The people of this city like you, Jack. The police chief of all people. Don't betray that, Jack. Don't get wrapped up in any schemes. Sit nice and quiet for the next 180 days, and you'll be remembered as a hero. That's the only thing that you still have left. Be the hero.
Then how am I supposed to scrape together a retirement fund?
You had a million chances to secure a luxury pension, one that even I would have envied, although I've never set aside any money for myself. I'm not planning to retire anytime soon. "180 days of quiet, Jack. That's all I need. I don't have any problems with you, and you won't have any problems with me. I have a new assistant, Troy Starr. If you have something to tell me, call him. But try not to bother him. He's a busy man."
I'll do my best.
"And quit smoking up the office. One of my friends will be using it soon."
Oh boy.
Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Only the mayor has this number. Mr. Mayor?
Yeah, is this Troy Starr?
Yes?
Go fuck yourself, Troy Starr.
Well then. I did not see that coming. Okay, let's see what the first day will be like. Probably hell, but who knows?
Cops don't use the police station cafeteria anymore. There's some kind of stigma against sitting shoulder to shoulder with your partners. Everybody just takes snacks from the machines or grabs a meal and hammers it down in the corner like a vulture on a corpse. The main thing? Don't look into anyone's eyes. Could be construed as an invitation to sit together. The only people eating here are ghosts.
And yet somebody is eating here.
My deputy, Francis Kendrick.
Ah.
He recently became one of those ghosts. The subject of one of the most devastating corruption scandals in the history of Freeburg. No evidence to support the accusations, but everyone knows Kendrick's days are numbered. I need that file I asked for. Needs to be ready tonight. Francis didn't say anything, but I understood. Ghosts aren't supposed to talk. Besides, I got a feeling he was already finished.
Okay. Would you like to receive tips about how the game works? Yeah, that would be a good idea. Okay, Freeburg PD organizes upcoming work assignments into shifts for today and tomorrow. Every shift, officers respond to crimes in progress, and the detectives continue their investigations. Freely move employees between shifts. All officers and detectives possess several important characteristics. Professionalism shows the overall efficiency level of your policemen. A figure around 150 is considered average. Any policeman who falls short of this mark is not entirely reliable, while those whose professionalism is considerably higher than average are a safe bet, even in a pinch. An individual's level of professionalism may rise and fall over the course of their career. Energy shows how tired your policemen are. The less energy your people have, the less reliable their work. And a policeman who is exhausted might fall asleep at the wheel or make a critical error on the job. Your employees lose 1 point of energy after each working day and restore 1 point after each day of rest. Your employees don't tell you everything. Some additional characteristics are hidden from view. For instance, some cops are lazy and will come up with any reason they can think of to take the day off, while others like to drink too much. You can only guess about these things. You should be able to draw your own conclusions based on the behavior of your employees. Okay, looks like I just got shift B going. So let's start the day. I was gonna say, really? The cigar stays there? Wow. Okay. Responding to calls is the bread and butter of police work. You'll need to send your officers to the crime scene before the timer expires. A mark on the map shows where the call came from. The farther away the destination is from the police station, the longer it will take your officers to travel back and forth. So the longer your people will be tied up and unavailable for upcoming work.
110 in progress.
The easiest way to determine how difficult a task might be is to check how many units you are allowed to send on the call. The more units you can send, the more serious the alleged threat. Particularly risky missions give you the option of sending a squad, but they must be accompanied by at least one officer. Okay. Jeez. Number of slots is not the only thing to consider. Any available information from the location of the crime scene to the presence of weapons and so on. All of this can tell you how seriously each case should be taken. A mission might look simple at first glance until it turns into a brutal meat grinder, or a serious call can come in which turns out to be a false alarm. Okay. We're gonna send Purdy. Oh God, why do we have Price? Why? Let's send Austin. I don't want to send too many of the good officers. Gee, why is he here? Okay, last picture, show theater. A theater manager reports that during a showing in a Citizen Kane, a drunk man attempted to force his way into the theater carrying a snowboard decorated with the word Rosebud. When he was denied entry, he finally attacked the cashier and is currently fighting with the theater security guard. Okay, we're gonna send Yancey and Tsubaki. So far this game seems pretty alright. I mean, it's not too difficult starting out. Okay. Oh man! Okay, report on the hit and run. When everything goes well, the police capture the criminals and nobody dies. But the truth is, sometimes the criminals manage to escape. Just try to avoid any dead cops or civilians. Dead cops will hurt your roster, and dead citizens bother the mayor even more than living ones. Okay, offender caught, officers unharmed. Oh wow, did they gain professionalism or? Yeah, they did. Wow. Okay, let's see about the fight. Offender caught, officers unharmed, civilians unharmed. Okay, yeah, they do gain professionalism. Nice. That's very good to know. Maybe I'll send Price in a few times, get him to learn something. Armed robbery? Oh boy. Okay, let's wait until... Alright, I want to at least send in Kochi and Purdy together for a fight, for an armed robbery. Fight? Okay, we'll wait till... Are they going to get done in time? Okay. We'll send in Tsubaki and Austin. Give those two some work. I don't want to send Price in on something that's
412A in progress.
Assault. Oh crap. Okay, looks like these three. This is not gonna go well, but what choice do I have? Okay.
We've got a situation here.
Okay, when your cops aren't sure how to proceed, they might contact you and ask you to handle the situation. Try to deal with whatever comes up, but don't waste all your time on this stuff. You have plenty of other problems on your plate. The vehicle in question is parked right outside the Brown residence. The sounds of moaning and loud laughter can be heard through the living room window. Moaning and loud laughter. Yeah, we're gonna sneak in. I don't wanna. Okay, good. That's good. Okay. So far this game seems... What is going on with that? You guys need to fix your lighting. Okay. Good. That problem is resolved. Price, I swear to God, if you screw this up.
412A completed.
Okay. Offender escaped. Officers unharmed. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Price. What, is that it? I guess that's it. Frickin' Price. Okay. I want to get rid of... I do not like this guy. I do not like him whatsoever. Hey, vey. I should make him come into work.
Used to be, when I asked Kendrick to stay late at the office, he liked to grumble and crack wise. Nowadays, he doesn't have the strength for it. Slumped shoulders, blank stare, wrinkled skin. The past few weeks, I don't hardly recognize my old friend. In his younger years, he reminded me of a gallant royal officer in an old Kipling story. Kendrick isn't just crumbling under the weight of the public pressure, but from the shame of it all. Internal Affairs raided the library he inherited from his grandfather, hoping they'd find buckets of cash stashed in the pages.
Oh, God.
Heard about the look on his face, the fearless policeman standing helpless in horror. I've known Francis for 30 years. The past 20 years, he's played loose with the law. And I know that at a certain point, every stolen dollar brings more misery than anything else. Probably sounds crazy, but I sympathize with the guy. What can I do? Your friends are your friends, and these are the waters we swim in.
Called all of the people on that list today. Now they know you're in business. So you could get a call from any of them. You don't need to worry about any of them. I've cleared them all.
And what kind of business are we talking here?
It's nothing too serious, just like you asked. Should be just a few small favors. Payments will vary depending on the situation and who you're dealing with.
All right.
How much are you looking to earn?
$500,000.
$500,000? Why not a whole million?
Because everybody wants to take $1 million. Figured I'd try something different.
$500,000 in 180 days? Well, you could earn it all above board if you netted all the big fish and hit all your bonuses.
Never knew you for a fisherman.
Well, you never got into my business, and I'm not trying to get into yours. But be careful about bringing in any other cops. Sooner or later, they'll put the finger on you. And one more thing, Jack. I remember what you said, but I should probably add one more name to that list. Christopher Sand.
Sand.
Who is Christopher
Christopher
Sand?
G. Sand. Everyone knows the name, but few could tell you who he is. The old man stays away from the spotlight. Always wears old-fashioned jeans and knitted sweaters. Gives to charity. Rarely attends social events. An avid hunter, I hear. Even dabbles in poetry. You'd never guess he's the head of the oldest and most powerful gang in the city. Goes back as far as his great-grandfather. And Sand is strict about following the old rules. He rarely involves himself in commonplace murders and robberies. Hardly needs to intimidate anyone to get his point across.
Name like that, probably
The people
not.
who work for him each have their sphere. They provide protection where needed, even work with the authorities when they want to make a deal. Meanwhile, Sand pulls the strings without getting his hands dirty. People sometimes mistake his quiet approach. A couple years ago, an arms dealer decided to expand its business without asking permission, and his whole family paid the price.
Oh, jeez.
In 4 weeks, Sand killed 31 people. Old men, women, even a few teenagers. And Sand's people made sure every paper reported it. Frank, I don't want to hear you say that name again.
Jack, please, listen to me. I'm in with these guys.
We agreed, Frank. That's not the kind of business I'm into. I don't go there. Never have, never will.
Well, legendary senior Gennaro Crespo. Construction of cinema museum postponed again. Francis Kendrick announces a retirement date. Okay, well that's... We'll get one more day in and then we'll call that it for this. When a police officer is too tired to be effective, he will ask for a day off. Sometimes officers will request days off even when they're at full strength. Some of the reasons you'll hear are far-fetched, while some are very serious. Don't overindulge your subordinates, but don't antagonize them either. Remember that everybody's got secrets and you've got to make sure these guys have your back. Professionalism isn't very high. Fine, but come tomorrow. Fine, but come tomorrow. In addition to their performance ratings, police officers who also possess rank. Employees begin at the lowest rank and can be elevated in rank with 1, 2, or 3 stripes. Once a week, you can pass out stripes and improve the rank of any employee. If you think that no one is worthy of the honor some week, you can postpone the ceremony until later. Insignias won't go out until your people are ready. Employees of rank not only increase in professionalism, but also learn to command. Whenever a ranking officer is on the scene, his or her colleagues are more likely to perform better than usual. Sometimes when cops gets rank, they start thinking more seriously about their service. This can mean less drinking and more time spent on the job. Some of them might even turn out to be dependable. I'm gonna give one to Stovehole because he looks like he deserves it. Conroy and Birch Jr. Alright, Vandal. Well, no, we'll save it. Freeburg isn't one of those cities where you listen to what they say or nothing at all. You can always select any song from your collection and play it at any time, just like in real life. Well, the life of your grandfather. I'm not going to take the risk. So we're just going to be listening to the sounds of the city. Oh, good. Okay, so we click on the affairs button. Police station. Okay, labor market, there we go. You have a certain number of paid job openings for which you can hire any available applicant. Job slots are separated between officers and detectives. Okay. Professionalism 85. Well, she's better than any of the fivers. We'll hire her for shift. Let's do shift B. Personnel. Want to free up a slot? Time to fire somebody. Yeah, sirree. Goodbye, Roy. If you have legal grounds for the termination, no one will ask any questions. You might need to fire them anyway. Legality be damned. But that could land you in additional proceedings. And your other staff will become more worried about keeping their jobs than they are about actually doing their jobs. Another way to free up a slot is to have a police officer killed, but that's not really a valid option, right? Too old? That's an actual... I didn't know being too old was an actual possibility. Wow. Price. We're gonna fire you. Too old. Get some. Okay, you know what? We're actually gonna put. I want to actually change. Okay. We're gonna hire you for shift A for now. Do I have enough spots for detectives? Okay, we're gonna hire you for shift B because I have Beasley, who at least has 200. Shift B needs some better detectives. Okay. We'll hire you for shift B. Okay.
211 in progress.
Okay, vandalism. Okay, we're gonna send the low B. Oh. Maybe. There. Might as well get some work out of him. Or no, he's gonna be fired, so let's send in Birch Jr. That's just a vandalism. Geez, we need more people for shift A. Oh, that's right, I just 2 got sent to work. Atticus Tower. Really? 3 people? Alright. Well, sorry Vandal, we're gonna send him because I don't want Roy screwing this up. Okay. Now hopefully the next one isn't gonna be a problem. Okay, looks like Robbins and Birch made it.
211 complete.
Okay. Offender escaped, officers unharmed. Really? Great, I'm gonna have to fire Birch now.
1210 in progress.
Okay. I need to wait till somebody gets back.
211 complete.
Okay. Offenders caught, officers unharmed. Good. You're still being fired, Roy. Okay. Vandal and Robbins. I don't know. I don't like... King Louis nightclub. Mr. Boyd, my bouncer stuffed himself with Mexican food again. And now he can't get off the can. Meantime, the line outside club is stretching around the block. We need someone outside who can tell the cool guys from the punks. Oh yeah, sure, here. Take Birch. Lord knows that one's probably screwed up. Had mistaken retired officer Frank Nero for the fugitive. Oh God. Good job, lady.
1111B in progress.
Drug sales. Okay, we're definitely gonna send well, let's wait till one of the other guys gets back. Okay. Vandal and Grant.
411 in
Oh
progress.
God. A suicide threat? Okay, definitely send in Stovall. Send in the best for that. Sorry, Chief, but I quit. And one night I pulled in more cash than I earned in a month working at this dump. Okay. Why not? I was probably gonna get rid of him anyway. Okay, so let's see what's going on. Come on, are you guys gonna make the...
411, we've got a situation.
As police arrive, a clown is seen making balloon animals for the kids. Uh...
1111.
Damn it! Okay. Vendor caught, officer unharmed. Okay. Well, that was... crap. Oh well. We'll call that it for this game. It doesn't seem too bad. Hopefully it's, it should hopefully be very interesting. I screwed that one up. Oh well. Well, let's see. Yeah, God, who did I hire? Okay. Oh man, Birch. Okay, we're gonna... Alright, end the day. Alright, so that's it for, that's it for this. Yeah, hopefully it's... Okay.
Whenever I'm alone at home and there's a knock at the door, I always hope it'll be my wife, Laura. She's always forgetting her keys.
Hello, my name is Steve, and you're Jack Boyd, is that right?
Oh, God.
To get to my front door, the Bible boys walked about a mile from the local bus stop, jumping over mud puddles and skirting a couple of landfills. Laura doesn't go in for religion either, but according to her, these brave lunatics with their fake smiles deserve at least a minute of attention. She patiently listens to them, asks them questions, regales them with pastries, and never once dropping a hint of condescension. When I watch her do it, I've got to admit it gets me. I'd have hugged those boys, sat with them on the porch, and lit up a cigar. But a month after Laura left, all I could do was quietly ask them not to bother me. Today I'm a little rougher still. Shut the door on his nose this time. Another couple weeks at this rate, and I'll be greeting anyone who comes close with my service pistol pointed towards the sky, ready to fire my warning shots. In my life, even the basic stuff never goes like it's supposed to. Normally, when a wife is going to leave home, she'll make a scene, or at least sit everyone down for a serious conversation. But Laura just disappeared. The children in the stories always stand on the side of the mother, but all three of our sons supported me. The in-laws always blame the husband for making their daughter unhappy. But now Sally, Laura's mother, well, we sort of have a pact. The fellow Laura ran off with is young enough to be her son. I hear he's 30 years old. Of all the possible information a man can know about his wife's lover, I get hit with that. Fortunately, Laura's mother doesn't like the way it sounds either. Sally figures this guy just thought he'd have some fun with a mature woman, but he'll be back chasing college girls before the year is out. So we have an agreement. Sally's gonna track down Laura and try to reason with her, and we'll arrange a meeting. Meanwhile, I'm supposed to not do anything stupid, which of course means anything at all. It's a crazy situation. I'm the police chief, and the person I'm trusting to find my wife is an old woman armed with a phone book. But I can't afford to lose Sally as an ally. So for the moment, I had to swallow my pride.
Hello.
Mrs. Markham, this is Boyd.
Oh, is there any news?
That's what I wanted to ask you. Have you found anything? An address, phone number? Have you spoken to her?
Don't worry, Jack. I've narrowed the range to 2 suspects, or whatever you like to say at your police building.
At my police building, we find people faster than a funny old woman chirping on the phone with my wife's girlfriends.
Oh, you're an old man, Jack. Come to your senses. They'd give us straight odds on the street. But I've got more energy, Jack. Maybe you think I'm a foolish old woman, but I go to my book club, argue with the girls about Byron, and it gives me energy. I talk to my dogs, and it gives me energy. And you have nothing, Jack. You don't even have a hobby. You got no passion. It's why Laura left you.
Let's not go back into that, Sally. Find my wife, and we can discuss my hobbies later. I'm waiting for your call, and my patience is running thin. Laura, if you've stopped loving me, I'll let you go. I can't expect the impossible from you. Just don't let me die out here, okay?
Well, that's interesting. This guy just can't get a break. No! First, wait a minute. I let you go because of your daughter's wedding, and now you're no. That ain't how it's gonna work, pal. Sheesh. Okay, so we're basically. That's basically going to be it for this video. Hopefully it works out. I mean, this looks like a really good game. I'd like to do more videos of it. But until next time, goodbye, y'all.